Welcome to today's feature, where we take an in-depth look at one of the most ambitious sports projects currently under construction in Saudi Arabia, the Aramco Stadium in Al Khobar, located within the Greater Dammam metropolitan area. This futuristic venue is not just another football ground. It is a central part of Saudi Arabia's preparations to host the AFC Asian Cup in 2027 and later, the grandest stage of all, the FIFA World Cup in 2034. The story of Aramco Stadium begins with the kingdom's broader strategy known as Vision 2030, a blueprint to diversify the economy and enhance the nation's global image. Sports, and particularly football, are playing a major role in this transformation. Saudi Arabia's ambition to welcome the world through the Asian Cup and World Cup requires world-class infrastructure. That is why stadiums like Aramco are rising from the desert sand, not just as buildings, but as symbols of national pride and international readiness. Aramco Stadium has been designed by the global architecture firm Populous, the same team behind some of the most iconic arenas worldwide. Its form is inspired by the Arabian Gulf itself. Architects studied the swirling motion of a water vortex, and from this observation came the stadium's signature spiral shape. The roof canopy and external facade wrap around the bowl like overlapping waves, giving the impression of motion and fluidity, even though the structure is firmly anchored to the ground. These spiraling panels are not only beautiful, they serve a functional role. The gaps between them allow natural ventilation to pass through, while mesh layers filter dust and moisture, making the venue more sustainable in the harsh Gulf climate. Inside, the stadium is projected to hold around 46,000 spectators, with the possibility of extending capacity to over 50,000 for major tournaments. The seating bowl has been carefully engineered for optimal sightlines, ensuring every fan feels close to the pitch. Above, a partially covered roof will provide shade and comfort, while integrated cooling systems will help regulate temperatures during the hottest months of the year. The stadium is not just about football either. It will include hospitality lounges, VIP and VVIP suites, cutting-edge media zones, and community spaces that keep the venue alive year-round. Construction officially began in 2024, with the BESIX group from Belgium and Saudi partner Al Bawani leading the build. Together, they are managing the challenge of constructing an 800,000 square meter complex that also includes plazas, retail areas, training facilities, and open public spaces. As of 2025, significant progress has been made on the concrete tiers of the stands and the installation of the giant steel trusses that will hold up the roof. Each milestone brings the stadium closer to its expected completion date in late 2026, leaving enough time for operational testing before the 2027 Asian Cup kicks off. However, such mega-projects are not without challenges. In March 2025, the stadium drew international attention after the death of a migrant worker during construction. The tragedy sparked global concern about labor safety standards and worker rights in the Gulf. Saudi authorities and contractors have since emphasized their commitment to improved safety procedures, but the incident is a reminder of the human cost behind such massive undertakings. Alongside labor, environmental concerns are also in the spotlight. With millions of tons of concrete and steel required and energy-intensive cooling systems planned, critics have raised questions about sustainability. Designers have responded by integrating shading devices, natural airflow systems, and energy-efficient technologies to reduce the ecological footprint.